Good morning, student. This is Balram Dakwa from Kendra Vidyalaya Bandamunda, Bhubaneswar region. So, students, today in this video we will discuss about the concept of CPI and WPI, which stands for Consumer Price Index and Wholesale Price Index. So, before going to this concept CPI and WPI, first we know about why you uses these two concepts, what are the uses and what is this. So listen, there are various methods to calculate inflation. As you know, what is inflation? Inflation means rising price level consistently increase in price is known as inflation. So to measure that consistent price level, to measure that inflation, there are various methods are in economics named as wholesale price index, consumer price index, producer price index, commodity price index, cost of living index, capital goods price index, and GDP deflator. So out of all these indexes, WPI and CPI, that is wholesale price index and consumer price index, are widely used index to calculate inflation all over the world. So जितना भी इंडेक्स के बारे में हम अभी बात किए उस सब में से WPI एंड CPI ये दो जो इंडेक्स नंबर है, this is the best index number to measure the inflation. So in this video we will discuss about what is WPI, what is CPI, what are the uses of both CPI and WPI, and what are the basic difference between CPI and WPI. Okay, now come to the point, what is CPI? So consumer price index reflects the average increase in the cost of commodities consumed by a class of people so that they can maintain the same standard of living in the current year as in the base year. That means it is totally related with the consumer purchasing power, consumer goods, then consumer price indexes. So listen, what is this? CPI is a price index that represent the average price of a basket of goods over time. So this basket of goods, that means ये जो basket of goods है, ये basket of goods में क्या है? All the consumer goods है. तो CPI calculate the average price paid by the consumer to the shopkeeper. Here the price paid by the consumer to the shopkeeper. That means here we use the commodity at the final stage. जब हम शॉपकीपर को दे रहे हैं प्राइस वो कमोडिटी के बदले, इसका मतलब क्या है? शॉपकीपर के पास वो डायरेक्ट फाइनल गुड्स है, उसको लाके हम यूज कर रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स हियर वी पेड paid the price for the goods which are in the final stage. Okay, this is known as CPI. And what are the other name of CPI? The CPI is also known as cost of living index numbers, retail price index numbers, price of living index number. You have to remember all these points. Now come to the point, uses of CPI. So why you use CPI, or in which basis, in which area CPI will help us? So it first use, it helps in wage negotiation, formulation of wage policy, price policy, rent, control of taxation, etc. So first CPI helps us, this consumer price index number helps in wage negotiation, formulation of wage policy, price policy, rent control, taxation, and general economic policy formulation. For all this CPI will help us. So this is the use of CPI. Next, it uses by government to regulate the dearness allowance for grant or bonus to the employee. That means when the government and business units use the consumer price index number to regulate the dearness allowance or grant of bonus to the employees in order to compensate them for increased cost of living due to price rise. Let's see, मान लो कि मार्केट में प्रोडक्ट का प्राइस इंक्रीज हो गया, तो अल्टीमेट सफर किसको होना पड़ रहा है? यहाँ कंज्यूमर को. सो कंज्यूमर सफरर हो रहे हैं, एम्प्लॉय सफरर हो रहे हैं. तो गवर्नमेंट क्या करता है? डियरनेस अलाउंस जो कि ग्रांट बोनस ये सब इंक्रीज कर लेता है, so that consumer will be benefited. So how the government will know this, and when he paid dearness allowance or extra bonuses? By using the consumer price index. So this consumer price index inform the government about the prices of goods and commodity in the market that are rises, and when these prices of goods and commodity rises, the government will maintain the DNS allowance and grant of bonus for the benefits of consumers. Okay, so this is the another use of CPI. Next, it is used to measure the purchasing power of the consumer in rupees. It also helps to measure the purchasing power of the consumer in rupees. Now you think about what is this purchasing power. So the purchasing power of the rupees is the value of a rupees in a given year as compared to base year. मतलब एक रुपये का वैल्यू गिवन ईयर, लेट्स सी एग्जांपल, द वैल्यू ऑफ 1 rupee in 2020 which is compared with the ईयर 2010. दैट मीन्स अभी 2020 में 1 रुपये का वैल्यू कितना है जो कि 2010 में सेम 1 रुपये का वैल्यू कितना था. जब हम ये 2020 ईयर का 1 रुपये का वैल्यू को 2010 ईयर का वन रुपीज वैल्यू के साथ कंपेयर करते हैं, दैट इज द परचेजिंग पावर. सो दिस इज कैलकुलेटेड, द परचेजिंग पावर विल कैलकुलेटेड as 1 by consumer price index multiplied by 100. So this is the formula to calculate the purchasing power. So CPI are used to measure purchasing power of the consumer in rupees. Okay, then it helps to identify the change in real wage. It also helps to identify the change in real wage. Now come to the point, WPI. What is this? What is this? Or what is the meaning of WPI? And why uses what are the uses of this WPI? Now listen, as CPI is directly linked with consumer retail prices, as that like that wholesale price index number is directly with the wholesale market. Okay, wholesale price index number is directly linked with the wholesale market. This is another index number to calculate inflation, but दोनों में डिफरेंस क्या है? कंज्यूमर प्राइस इंडेक्स नंबर डील्स विथ कंज्यूमर गुड्स एंड होलसेल प्राइस इंडेक्स नंबर डील्स विथ होलसेल मार्केट गुड. ओके, सो व्हाट इज दिस? होलसेल प्राइस इंडेक्स नंबर आर दोज प्राइस इंडेक्स नंबर्स which measures the general changes in the wholesale price of goods in a country. That means here, just focus on, here he said that change in prices of the wholesale market, not retail market. If retail market are there, then it will be CPI. If wholesale market are there, then it will be WPI. So wholesale market में अगर goods and services का prices change हो रहा है, then it is known as WPI. This index is restricted to commodities which are mainly traded on a wholesale basis like wheat, rice, edible oil, etc. So as we said in earlier that CPI deals with retail market and WPI deals with wholesale market. So here this index restricted with very few commodities which are sold in wholesale market like wheat, rice, edible oil, etc. So in India, the first wholesale price index number was complied in 1947 when our country has been independent. So at that year, this wholesale price index number was complied in India for the first time. Okay. Now listen once again. I repeat this. What is WPI? It is an indicator of price changes in the wholesale market, and WPI calculates the price paid by the manufacturers and wholesalers in the market. That means in CPI, consumer price index, the price paid by the consumer only. But here in wholesale market, due to it is a wholesale market, the price paid by the either manufacturer or wholesaler in the market. Are you getting my point? So WPI measures the change in commodity price at selected stage before goods reach the retail level. Okay, I hope you will be understood this. And now come to the point, uses of WPI. What are the uses of WPI? So its first use, it helps to it acts as an indicator of inflation. As you know, it helps to measure the inflation. So inflation is as we discussed earlier. What do you mean by inflation? Inflation is a rising price level consistently. So in economics, wholesale price index is taken as the indicator of rate of inflation. Listen, an increase in WPI and increase in wholesale price index indicates the rate at which the purchasing power of money is decreasing, and WPI numbers helps in finding out the rate of inflation in the country, which can be calculated as, we can calculate WPI in weekly. So weekly rate of inflation equal to xt minus 1 whole divided by xt minus 1 multiplied 100, where xt and xt minus 1 refers to wholesale price index for the time period, and t minus 1 means last week of current week period. So it also measures in yearly. So yearly rate of inflation equal to wholesale price index of current year divided by wholesale price index of previous year multiplied by 100, and whole subtracted by 100. So this is the first use. Next, come to the second use of WPI, forecasting demand and supply. So the wholesale price index are helpful in forecasting the demand and supply of the commodities in the economy. So an increase in wholesale price index indicates a situation of excess demand. On the other hand, a decrease in wholesale price index shows a situation of excess supply over demand for goods. Okay. Now come to the third use. It helps in determining real changes in aggregates. So WPI is used to eliminate the effect of changes in prices of aggregates such as national income, capital formation, etc. For example, an increase in national income in a particular year may be because of the same output is sold at a higher price. This can be known only when you divide national income by the wholesale price index. Okay. Now come to the another use of WPI. It useful in cost evaluation of various projects. So it helps to यूजफुल इन कॉस्ट इवैल्यूएशन ऑफ वेरियस प्रोजेक्ट, मतलब जितने भी हम प्रोजेक्ट में इकोनॉमिक्स प्रोजेक्ट में उसका कॉस्ट इवैल्यूएशन करने के लिए, एक्सपेंडिचर को इवैल्यूएशन करने के लिए दिस WPI हेल्प. So now this is all about CPI and WPI. Now we will differentiate between both CPI and WPI. See this picture. First, this is a farm, this is wholesale depot, these are the retail shop, and finally they are the consumer. So when farm deal with wholesale depot, as it is given as arrow, when farm deals with wholesale depot at what price, that price is known as wholesale price index. That means farm जो wholesale depot के साथ deal करता है जो price में, वो price को बोलते हैं wholesale price index. And when this wholesale depot deal with the retail shop, okay, and again this retail shops are deal with the consumer. We consumer purchase all our commodity from the retail shop, not the wholesaler. So when we purchase the goods and services from this retail shop at that price, at what price, that price is known as consumer price index. Okay, so students, when the farm deal with wholesale depot, that at what price, that price is known as wholesale price index number, and जो price के साथ consumer retail के साथ deal करता है उसको बोलते हैं consumer price index number. Okay, this is the difference between WPI and CPI. Now we will differentiate in very clearly difference between WPI and CPI. First, see here in first point, wholesale price index amount to the average change in prices of commodities at the wholesale level. When the goods and commodities dealing in the wholesale level, wholesale market, that is known as wholesale price index, and consumer price index indicate the average changes in the prices of commodities at the retail level. This is wholesale level, that is retail level. When goods and commodities deal with wholesale market, that is wholesale price index. When goods and commodities are deal with retail level, that is known as consumer price index. Okay. Second point, it is published by Office of Economic Advisor, which comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry. Listen here, this is very important point, that WPI is published by Office of Economic Advisor, which comes under Ministry of Commerce and Industry, and CPI is published by Central Statistics Office, which comes under Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Okay. Next, come to the point, WPI. WPI measures price of goods only. Sorry, this is not CPI, this is WPI. WPI measures price of goods only, but CPI measures price of goods and services both. Very important point. Under WPI, this is wrongly written as CPI. Under WPI, the first point is WPI. WPI measures prices of goods only, but CPI measures prices of both goods and services. Okay. Next, it measures the inflation at the first stage of the transaction, which WPI measures inflation at the first stage of transaction. जैसे होलसेल प्राइस जब फार्म से शेयर जब फार्म से प्रोडक्ट होलसेल मार्केट लाया तो दिस इज द फर्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन, फिर होलसेल मार्केट रिटेलर को दिया, उसके बाद रिटेलर कंज्यूमर को दिया, तो कंज्यूमर के पास जब आए वो फाइनल ट्रांजैक्शन हो गया। लेकिन फर्स्ट ट्रांजैक्शन कब हुआ? फार्म जब होलसेल मार्केट को दिया, होलसेल डिपो को दिया। ओके, सो wholesale price index measures the inflation at the first stage of transaction, but CPI measures the inflation at the final stage of transaction. And next point, under WPI, prices paid by manufacturer and wholesaler. As we earlier discussed in this, WPI wholesale price index means here the prices paid by manufacturer and wholesaler. As wholesale in WPI, wholesaler are dealing with the farmer industry. So the prices paid by manufacturer and wholesaler under WPI, and under CPI the prices paid by only consumer, because the consumers are dealing with the consumer product, that is with the retail shop. So here prices paid by the only consumer. And under WPI it covered 697 items. जो भी items यहाँ है, जितने भी items हम देख रहे हैं under WPI, the total item number of item that is covered under WPI is 697. And for example, what are the items? For example, fuel, power, manufactured product, etc. comes under WPI. And under CPI it covered 448 in rural basket and 416 urban basket. So here education, medical, transportation, all these are comes under CPI. So students, this is the basic difference between CPI and WPI. Thank you. I hope you will be understood this. Okay, thank you.